Yes, you can use an old deck frame to save money, but I would warn people against doing that if you don't know for certain when that was built or what type of lumber was used for that, because there's no way to know how long that framing is going to last. So you could put a brand new composite on top of a traditional or existing wood deck, a new railing system, and if that wood framing fails at any point, it's not going to be warranted. Now, new framing, new pressure treated framing that we use is warranted for 25 years. So it's going to be in conjunction with the composites warranty. So you're going to get that warranty with the framing of a deck. And if you go with steel framing, it's going to have a similar warranty. But when you go back and put that on an existing wood deck, you don't have that. And because that wood is the foundation, the undercarriage that the composite and the railing is relying upon, if it fails at any point, you are going to be starting from scratch. So it's a big risk you're taking when you do that. If you're going to use an existing deck frame and apply a new composite and railing system to it, you really got to make sure that it's code compliant within today's codes. So the pier sizes have to be verified. They have to be verified for surface area. And they have to be verified for depth, which is what keeps that pier from heaving up out of the ground. The only way to do that, if you don't have a record of a pier inspection, is to do an exploratory hole beside one of those piers or multiple piers to make sure they're in code compliance, because this is probably going to require a permit from your jurisdiction. If you're modifying 50% or more of that structure, or if you're touching any part of that structure, most jurisdictions are going to require a building permit. So the pier sizes, depth have to be checked. The post spacing has to be checked. The rim plate, the beam sizes and spacing have to be checked. The joist sizes and spacings have to be checked. And those things have all become more stringent over the years. So there's a good chance that it may have been in code compliance in 2010, but it's not in 2025. So that's the biggest thing. And then looking at the attachment to the house is pretty crucial to make sure that is flashed correctly or spaced off the house correctly. Flashing can be retrofitted a certain way, but that needs to be in code compliance as well. And then the overall condition of the wood and the fasteners, the joist hangers, the nails, the post bases, those all need to be inspected to make sure that they're in adequate condition. That being said, you can do all of that and the deck could still fail in 8 to 10 years because you do not have a warranty on that wood framing. It could save you some money if you were to use an existing wood framing and nothing ever went wrong with it. But proportionately, when you're talking about putting brand new composite, brand new aluminum or steel railing on a deck, that portion of the cost of that structure is minimal in compared to the risk you're taking. You're going to save some money, maybe 15-20% of the cost of a new deck, but the risk you're taking, in my opinion, far outweighs that reward, because if that fails, you've then spent the money on the composite and the railings. You're going to then pay to have that all removed, and then you're going to have to put a brand new deck on there. So you kind of got to weigh risk versus reward. And in my opinion, I don't think the reward is great enough to take on that risk.